Welcome to The Short Score, your weekly update of roping news from around the industry, where you can find the latest on the sport from the pro rodeo ranks to the jackpot world. I'm Taylor Vollen, and I'm your host. Welcome back to another episode of The Short Score. It's your host, Taylor Vollen. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. For the next couple of weekends, we're going to be running a little bit of a series with Jake Barnes and Clay O'Brien Cooper. And on today's bonus Roping.com tips episode, Jake and Clay are going to be talking a little bit about the history of team roping and what it was like when there wasn't equal money.
When we came in, team roping was like a stepchild, they looked at you like you was just an added event. You didn't really belong to be there, and you're just lucky that maybe they let you participate here and there. That was kind of the mentality of the hierarchy of the association. And then, I think Leo kind of bursted their bubble a little bit because he came along, won the all-around, and was a predominant team roper. And then by the time we came in, we were asking them those questions. We were the first kind of that first era to come in and kind of say, why you do things like this? Why? But at the same time, when Jake and I hooked up, it's kind of like right when team roping exploded and the number system came in, the USTRC and all of that. And then we won our first championship, and the USTRC asked us to go back there to their finals, and it took off, and it just seemed like it was a whirlwind of, team roping. So naturally, we started to ask questions like, hey, team roping is the most participated and popular event in rodeo. Why are we getting the short end of the stick? And then it was about a 10-year, 15-year climb of just knocking at the door and just saying, hey, we should have mandatory team roping everywhere. We should have equal money everywhere. Why? Why? And it was just a slow grind of, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and finally it started to kind of cave in. Their way of thinking. They knew it was wrong. So they finally gave way in the end, I guess. So, barrel racers was the same way. Barrel racers were just like us. They were running for half the money, and they treated them the same way. So.
And when we first started rodeoing, there was no hardly any. Well, there was no Texas rodeos. They didn't have any. Fort Worth, San Antonio, Houston, none of that stuff. So, our winter was basically Odessa, Denver, Scottsdale, Tucson, Phoenix, and then we went out to California for the spring. And then our big run was Colorado. They had a lot of those fair rodeos in Colorado, so that's where we would camp out during the summer. And that was the majority of our rodeoing, was them fair rodeos out there in California.
Yeah, to Pueblo, we went home.
Yeah.
There was no Northwest, really.
Yeah.
So.
No Pendleton, no. They had the rodeos, but there was no team roping.
Yeah, we were right in the middle of it.
Well, that was actually before that, though. We headed up trying to get equal money before that. We had a friend there in Phoenix that was. We had a group of guys that were trying to get it equal money, and we talked about striking the finals. That didn't go over very well with some of the guys. I wasn't at the finals the year that who brought that up? Matt Tyler. Matt Tyler's like, we're just not going to rope, and that really got their attention. They
Well, the
said,
barrel racers stuck with us, and then I think the calf ropers did. Maybe there were several events, enough that there was enough pull there that was like they had to kind of pay notice to what was going on.
didn't they say if you didn't strike this year that they'd have it next year,
Yeah.
or an increase, or was it a?
Yeah, I don't really remember, but the dam kind of broke at that point. And then the inner turmoil was working in our favor as well with the PRCA. There was some, the Bulldoggers, so that all the timed events then were kind of all on the same, calf ropers, team ropers, barrel race, everybody was on the kind of the same side of what was happening internally. And then that became an issue that, things need to change here and we need to get this right and da da da.